Good morning children. Today we are going to see about polynomials. In last section we have seen what is polynomial. What is polynomial? Polynomial is nothing but combination of constant and variables. If the polynomial is having only one variable, that is called one variable polynomial. Say in example in exercise 2.1 page number in books page number 32, let me see the fourth sum, degree of the polynomial. What is the degree of the polynomial? The highest power of the polynomial is called as the degree of the polynomial. Highest power. The highest power is called as the degree of the polynomial. Let me check what are the degrees of the polynomial. In first sum we have 5x cube plus 4x squared plus 7x. See here, in first term the variable is x, it having the power 3. In the next term, the second term we have the power 2. In third term we have the power 1. So in this polynomial the highest power is 3. Therefore the degree of the polynomial is 3. The degree of the polynomial is 3. In second sum the first term is 4 minus y square. See, 4 is the constant term. Y is having the power 2. Y is having the power 2. So what is the degree of the polynomial? The highest power. What is the highest power? 2 is the highest power. So we can say degree is 2. Degree is 2 because the highest power is 2. Then the third sum is 5t minus root 7. See here, the t is having the power 1. The t is having the power 1. The constant term is root 7. So the highest power is now here what? 1. 1 is the highest power. So the degree of the polynomial is 1. The degree of the polynomial is 1. In fourth sum, we have the constant term. The number 3 is there. We already know that x power 0 is equal to 1. Anything power, not only x, if you have taken the variable y power 0 also 1. Z power 0 also 1. So whatever variable it may be, the whole power 0 is equal to 1. Here also near the constant term, the variable x, the power is 1. The power is 0. X power 0 is 1. So x power 0 is 1. So 3 into 1 is equal to 3. This is called as the constant term. So now what is the highest degree? The variable x is having the power 0. The x is having the power 0. Therefore, the degree of the polynomial is 0 here. Once again I will explain the sum. What is the highest power? The highest power is, the first sum, the highest power is 3 here. Degree of the polynomial means the highest power. In the first sum we have 5x cube plus 4x squared plus 7x. See here 3 terms are there. In the 3 terms the highest power is 3. So the degree is 3. In second sum 4 minus y squared. What is the highest power? The highest power is 2. So the degree is 2. Then in third question, 5t minus root 7. In this polynomial, what is the highest power? The highest power is 1. Therefore, the degree is 1. In fourth question, 3. 3 is the constant term. If it is a constant term, then the degree is 0. The degree is 0. The next sum. See the fifth question. We have to check whether it is a linear, quadratic or cubic. What is the linear equation? A equation or a polynomial is in the form of ax plus b, that is called as the linear equation. A polynomial is in the form of ax plus b, that is called as the linear equation. The next, ax squared plus bx plus c. If polynomial is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c, that is called as the quadratic equation. That is called as the quadratic equation. Next, ax cube plus bx squared plus cx plus d. If suppose the polynomial is in the form of this, then we can call it as the cubic polynomial. They can call it as a cubic polynomial. Let me check what are the sums. Here in fifth sum, first question is, take your book, page number 32, fifth question. First subdivision, x squared plus x. X squared plus x. What is the degree of this polynomial? What is the degree of the polynomial here? The highest power is what? 2. The highest power is what? 2. If the degree is 2, then that polynomial we can name it as quadratic polynomial, as quadratic polynomial. So the degree is 2. The degree is 2. If the degree is 2, then we can name it as a quadratic polynomial. Let us name it as a quadratic polynomial. And then second sum we have x minus x cube. X minus x cube. What is the degree of this polynomial? The highest power is 3. The highest power is 3. If the highest power is 3, then the degree is, what is the degree now? The degree is 3. The degree is 3. If the degree is 3, then it can be call it as a cubic polynomial. It can be call it as a cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. The next sum. The next sum we can say sixth sum. What is the sixth sum? R squared. R squared. See the highest, what is the highest power here? 2 is the highest power. If 2 is the highest power, then the degree is 2. The degree is 2. If the degree is 2, then we can call it as a quadratic polynomial. That is called as the quadratic polynomial. The next, seventh sum, 7x cube. 7x cube. If it is 7x cube, what is the degree of the polynomial? The degree of the polynomial is 3. The highest power is 3. See here, if the highest power is 3, then it is called it as a cubic polynomial. It is called it as a cubic polynomial. See here, in the cubic polynomial, if we have only one term, the rest of the terms are 0. The rest of the terms are 0. Next, one more question we have to see. Exercise 2.1, second question and fourth division Kindly please check the sum. Root 2 into x minus 1. In this sum, they have asked to find the coefficient of x squared. Coefficient of x squared only we have to find out. But in this sum, In this polynomial, we don't have x squared. We don't have x squared. If in this case, we can take the coefficient of x squared is 0. The coefficient of x squared is 0. X squared coefficient is 0. Can you get the point? Then next. Zero polynomial. What do you mean by zero polynomial? See here, there is a polynomial having the only one term, that is called 0. 0 is a constant. 0 is a constant. 0 is a constant value. If it is so, there is no other term except 0, that is called as the zero polynomial. This is called by zero polynomial. The zero polynomial cannot be defined. The zero polynomial cannot be defined. We could not say any degree. So, we cannot define the zero polynomial. You can remember that zero polynomial is nothing but having only one value, that is 0. 0 is a constant. So, it is called as the zero polynomial. It is called it as a zero polynomial. Next, we are going to see about zero of polynomial. Zero of polynomial. What do you mean by zero of polynomial? If a polynomial will be getting 0 for some value, for some particular value, it will be getting 0. It will be getting 0. For some value, we can take it as here some. For some value of the variable, the polynomial will be 0. That is called as the zero of the polynomial. The value is called zero of the polynomial. For what value? If the polynomial is getting 0, that is called as the zero of the polynomial. That value we can call it as another name, that is called root. We can say root of the polynomial. We can say root of the polynomial. These are the words we will use here for the zero of the polynomial, roots of the polynomial, both are same. How to find the zero of the polynomial? Zero of the polynomial can be defined as the point where the polynomial will become 0 on the whole. Where? Let me check from one example. 5x cube minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 2. See, this is a polynomial. This is called a polynomial. I want to check whether this polynomial will be getting 0 for value 1. For value when? Let me check whether x is equal to 1. If you substitute, this is called as the p of x. The polynomial we can call it as p of x. At the point of x, that is p of x, at the point of p of 1, let me check whether it is getting 0 or not. If you substitute instead of x 1, then we have to find out what is the value for this polynomial. If you substitute here, so 5 into 1 the whole cube minus 2 into 1 the whole squared plus 3 into 1 minus 2. See here, 5 into 1 cube is 5 minus 2 into 1 is 2 plus 3 into 1 is 3, then minus 2 as it is. So, what is 5 plus 3 is 8. Minus 2 is minus 4. The answer is 4. So, at the value of p of 1, we are getting 4. So, 1 is not the 0 of the polynomial. So, 1 is not the 0 of the polynomial. For one particular value only, the polynomial will be getting 0. That value is called as the root of the polynomial, or we can call it as 0 of the polynomial. Let me enter inside the exercise 2.2. Exercise 2.2. The first sum, page number 34. Page number 34, exercise 2.2. Let me see the first sum. Find the value of the polynomial. Find the value of the polynomial. What is the polynomial here? P of x is equal to 5x minus 4x squared plus 3. Plus 3. Then we are going to find at x is equal to 0. If x is equal to 0, then what is the value of the polynomial? Suppose if f of 0 is equal to, then we have to find 5 into 0 minus, instead of x, I am going to substitute 0. Then 4 into 0 the whole squared plus 3. 5 into 0 is what? 0 minus 4 into 0 is what? 0, then plus 3. So the answer is 3. At the value of 0, at the point of 0, then the polynomial will be getting the value 3. At the point of 0, the polynomial will be getting the value 3. Then next, once again I will repeat, the P of x is equal to 5x minus 4x squared plus 3. Here they have given x is equal to 0. So I have substitute all the x value as 0. I have substitute all the x value as 0. So P of 0 is equal to 5 into 0 minus 4 into 0 the whole square plus 3. Just I have applied the value of x, that is here 0. So I have substitute instead of x is equal to 0. So when I substitute, I got the value 3. So when I get P of 0 is equal to 3, that is the answer. P of 0 is equal to 3. The next sum. See here, P of x they have given. So P of 0 is equal to 3. We got the answer. The next sum, x is equal to minus 1. X is equal to minus 1. What is P of x? P of x is equal to 3x minus 4x squared plus 3. So I am going to substitute x is equal to minus 1. When I substitute P of minus 1 instead of x, I am going to substitute minus 1. What is P of minus 1? 5 into minus 1 minus 4 into minus 1 the whole squared plus 3. 5 into minus 1 is what? Minus 5 minus 4 into minus 1 the whole squared will be getting 1. Minus into minus plus, so 1 into 1, 1 plus 3. So now what I will get? Minus 5 minus 4 plus 3. That is equal to minus 5 minus 4 is equal to minus 9 plus 3. That is equal to, the bigger number is having negative sign. So I have to write the negative sign. 9 minus 3 is 6. So P of minus 1 is equal to minus 6. P of minus 1 is equal to minus 6. For the same P of x, if x is equal to 0, I got the value 3. I got the value 3. If x is equal to minus 1, I got the answer minus 6. The next sum. Find P of 0, P of 1 and P of 2 for each of the following polynomial. The first thing, see here, P of y they have given. It is the y variable polynomial. Then I have to find out what is the polynomial value at the point of 0. At the point of 0. So P of 0. So instead of y, I am going to substitute 0 the whole square minus 0 plus 1. What is the answer now? Plus 1. So now what? 0 minus 0 plus 1. Only so P of 0 is equal to 1. P of 0 is equal to 1. The next one is P of 1. First they ask us to find the P of 0. Next they ask us to find P of 1. What is P of 1? I am going to substitute in P of y. So what is P of y? Y squared. So here I am going to substitute instead of y as 1. 1 the whole squared minus 1 plus 1. Minus 1 and plus 1 will be getting cancelled. Here 1 squared is there. The answer is 1. Therefore, P of 1 is also a 1. P of 1 is also a 1. Then next they ask us to find P of 2. How to find the value of P of 2? Instead of y, I have substitute 2. 2 the whole squared minus 2 plus 1. What is 2 the whole square? 2 the whole squared is equal to 2 into 2, that is 4, minus 2 plus 1. 4 minus 2 is 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. So P of 2 is equal to 3. So see here, for the same polynomial P of x, for the same polynomial P of y, for P of 0 I got the answer is 1. For P of 1 I got the value is 1. For P of 2 I got 3. In such a way only we have to find the values at a particular point. Here for the particular point of 0 it gets 1. At the particular point of 1 it gets 1. In the particular point of 2 it gets 3. The next sum. See here, P of x is equal to x minus 1 into x plus 1. I am going to find out first P of 0. Instead of x, I am going to substitute 0. So what I will get? Instead of x, 0 minus 1 into 0 plus 1. What is 0 minus 1? Minus 1 into 0 plus 1, 1. Here minus 1 into plus 1, minus 1. Next we have to find out P of 1. P of 1 is equal to 0. What is the value of, what is x here? 1. 1 minus 1 into 1 plus 1. Instead of x, I am going to substitute 1 plus 1. Then what I will get? Plus 1 and minus 1 will be getting 0. Then 1 plus 1 is 2. Then 2 into 0 is 0. So P of 1 is equal to 0. Then next P of 2. What is P of 2? Instead of x, I am going to substitute the value 2. 2 minus 1 into 2 plus 1. 2 minus 1 into 2 plus 1. What is 2 minus 1 is 1 and 2 plus 1 is 3. So 1 into 3 is equal to 3. Once again I will repeat the sum. We have to find P of 0, P of 1, P of 2 for the polynomial. What is the polynomial here? P of x is equal to x minus 1 into x plus 1. What is, first I am going to find P of 0. P of 0 is equal to 0 minus 1 into 0 plus 1. The final answer is minus 1. Next I am going to find P of 1. So when I substitute the value x as 1, I got 0 is the answer. The next P of 2. Instead of x, if I substitute 2, then I will get the value 3. Like this way only we have to find the value of the polynomial for the particular number. The next one, third sum, page number 35. Page number 35, third sum. Verify whether the following are 0 of the polynomial. verify whether the following are 0 of the polynomial. We have to verify. The first sum they have given, p of x is equal to 3x plus 1, where x is equal to minus 1 by 3. X is equal to minus 1 by 3. We know that p of x is equal to 3x plus 1. When I substitute x as minus 1 by 3, x as minus 1 by 3, what I will get? 3 into, instead of x I will get minus 1 by 3 plus 1. This 3 numerator and denominator 3 will be getting cancelled. The answer is minus 1 plus 1, and altogether we will get 0. See here, they ask the question whether it is the 0 of the polynomial or not. Whether it is the 0 of the polynomial or not. Yes, the p of minus 1 by 3 is getting the value of 0. Therefore, p of x is getting 0 at x is equal to minus 1 by 3. Therefore, x is equal to minus 1 by 3 is the solution, or root you can say, is the solution of the polynomial p of x. Solution of the polynomial p of x. See, in third sum they have given one value for x. What is x? X is equal to minus 1 by 3. I have substituted in the polynomial p of x. I got the value. What is the value I got? I got the value as 0. I got the value as 0. If for a particular value, if the polynomial is getting 0, then x is the root of this polynomial, or you can say that at particular value x is equal to minus 1 by 3 is the solution of the polynomial p of x. The next sum, let me see one more sum. Second sum, p of x is equal to 5x minus pi, where x is equal to 4 by 5. See here, I am going to substitute instead of x 4 by 5. Instead of x I am going to substitute 4 by 5. So 5 into x is 4 by 5 minus pi value. What I will get? This 5 and 5 will be getting cancelled. The answer is 4 minus pi. This 4 minus 5 is not equal to 0. The 4 by pi is not equal to 0. So, therefore, x is equal to 4 by 5 is not a solution. Of the polynomial p of x, that is equal to 5x minus 5. I will repeat once again. See, the given p of x is equal to 5x minus pi. They have given the value x is equal to 4 by 5. If p of 4 by 5 is equal to 4 minus pi, that is not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, then the x value 4 by 5 is not the solution of the polynomial p of x. Next sum. Next, let me check fifth sum. What is the fifth problem? P of x is equal to x squared where x is equal to 0. Where x is equal to 0. Substitute the value x as 0. That is P of 0 is equal to 0. P of 0 is equal to 0. So, therefore x is equal to 0 is the solution of the polynomial of P of x is equal to x squared. So, at the point of x value 0, this polynomial is getting 0. Therefore, the 0 is the solution of the polynomial P of x. Can you get? So, if the P of value, that P of what value is getting 0, then we can say that value of x is the solution of this polynomial. Next sum. Sixth sum, P of x is equal to Lx plus m. Lx plus m, where the value of x is equal to minus m by L. Minus m by L. When I substitute the value instead of x minus m by L, I will get x L into, instead of x I am going to substitute minus m by L plus m. This m numerator and denominator will be getting cancelled. So, what the balance will be? Minus m plus m, that is equal to 0. Minus m and plus m will be getting 0. Therefore, that x is equal to minus m by L is the solution of P of x is equal to Lx plus m. Is equal to Lx plus m. Once again I will repeat, children. See here, P of x is equal to Lx plus m. X is equal to minus m by L. Here I am going to substitute, instead of x is equal to minus m by L, that is equal to L into x is minus m by L plus m. This both numerator denominator L will be getting cancelled. Then minus m plus m is equal to 0. If the final answer is 0 here, 0, then x is equal to minus m by L is the solution of the polynomial P of x is equal to Lx plus m. Okay children, so far we have seen about the polynomial and polynomial, 0 of the polynomial we have seen. I have given the homeworks and also kindly you do the homeworks. Okay, thank you children.